Good morning. It is the 21st of September. This is day one recap of Solana Breakpoint, and it's been going absolutely brilliantly. So let's dive in. Let me share my screen and let's get amongst it. Okay, are we looking all good here? I think so. Alrighty. Just make this a little bit bigger. Sorry, it's a little bit harder to travel when I'm away from everything, but we should be okay here. Let's go. So first bit of news, we've already covered this briefly, but Solana Mobile, this is looking incredibly bullish, just in terms of other information that I just didn't really realize before, just how important it is. So we've already covered it. We know it's a mobile phone. It's $450 to pre-order. You can pre-order it until today, 21st of September, and then it goes up to 500 and whatnot. Now, the biggest crazy thing here is we do see like more of a centralization of power, and with mobile, Apple Mobile, they take a 30% cut. So this, Anatoly thinks, and he's been in the mobile game, like that was his original expertise with Qualcomm. So 140,000 pre-orders, it will get to 200,000 pretty comfortably, and then that could actually rival as a different operating system, or as a way to allow people in and not have them have to lose 30% revenue to Apple and Google. So very, very bullish on this. The next bit of news is a little bit on stuff on Kamino. Now, you're not going to see anything on Kamino's Twitter. They're all, I guess, all there. They're not putting out a lot of tweets, which is completely fine. They've got a tiny booth at the actual conference, so they're not trying to give away free coffees or give themselves a big present. It's just something that I'm very, very bullish on. I mean, their small little booth is pumping, which is great, but it's more my conviction on this, and let me go over that quickly. So 2:35 today, there's a product keynote with Kamino in the left curve stage. Remember, if you can't watch any of this like in Singapore itself, then you can watch it live if it works out for you. Now, this is on the left curve stage, so this is going to be more technical based. So I don't know what they're going to release. I think it's going to be just V2 and how it's all going to work. So I mean, bullish for the roadmap, but I'm far more bullish when they form their DAO and stuff like that, which will be empowering the community. Either way, I'm going to do my best to attend this. I've got some people that want to do content this time, but ideally I will be there. Now, one thing I want to point out is I've been ridiculously bullish on this. The amount of research that's gone into Kamino has been insane. I don't want to go off on a tangent. I want to keep this nice and concise. So speaking to my friend Jason Bazzino at Token 2049, and I said, Kamino, I'll send you through some stuff. And I didn't. It went up 45% since then. Since I released the tokenomics information, which is pinned in a tweet, it's gone up 56% there. This is my biggest conviction play on DeFi in terms of like number go up. Dupe, love Dupe amazingly, but will Dupe, Dupe can't go up 56% in a few weeks. The market cap is already quite established. And we can see that just even in the last couple of days, it's up insanely. So, not financial advice, but I hope you have been paying attention to Kamino. Next bit of super bullish news is Sky. So Sky was Maker. Maker is the OG DeFi dApp on Ethereum. It hasn't gone well. Token price hasn't gone well. And they announced, going to a Solana virtual machine model and stuff. That was like old news. Now they're going to bridge across Sky once they do the transition from Maker to Sky, and USDS and SUSDS, their stablecoins, and start allocating a whole lot of Sky to Solana DeFi protocols. So when this happens with Kamino or whatever it is, I imagine it'll be Kamino, I will be very interested in this. I'm not sure exactly what their play is because we haven't had time to go through everything, but it could be a little bit similar to, PYUSD or something, where you have, let me just make sure that I'm all Yep, still visible. Yeah, I think I am. Cool. So basically, it can be like PYUSD, USDC, USDT, where they have reserves, they earn interest with treasury bonds, and then you cannot reward people directly. You cannot take some of your yield and give it to like the users, because that is deemed as security. I went over that with PYUSD yesterday. But either way, just keep an eye on this. As soon as there's news out, I'm going to tell you anyway. But if you're not following me and subscribe, then you should be. Either way, I think this is a chance to get them to become far more relevant. And I mean, we have to see how it goes. I don't know how the proposal gets done, and how long it takes to vote on or whatever. But this is far better for the price of Maker, which will become Sky. Just looking at this token is down 75%. I mean, this was crazily overvalued, and it hasn't done very well in recent times. So it's nothing that I wouldn't want to go and buy Maker, but if I can get Sky for free and help them grow their app, I'm certainly down with that. Sky actually I have never used, so if you want to give it a go, you can try it out. The TVL's it's significant. This is $12 billion. So just as an idea, and it's very clean UI. I can tutorial it in the future. Next bit of news. Oh, back on this. So Wormhole will be transferring everything across, so it'll be nice and secure. Sanctum, they are doing very well. Once again, another big conviction play that I've absorbed a lot of FUD for, and I've just stuck to my guns. So they have at 250 a Breakpoint keynote. Be very keen to tune into that one as well. There's too many things to tune into, but these are some plays that I think are very, very worthwhile. The actual token price has been doing exactly as I said it has been doing, right? Like that, you shouldn't be discounting something that has proper product market fit. Don't worry about FDV, in my opinion, not financial advice. FDV is a meme. You can check out, just type in FDV is meme by Kobe, C-O-B-I-E on Google. Go read that, why that is. Unlocks are important. We always have to monitor unlocks. The market cap is far important. And then how do they ship things? How do they ship things that give a reason to hold that token? Jupiter's got a lot of news out. They've gone and acquired Solana FM and plenty of other things. I'm not going to go through them all now. It deserves their own video. Also, the Jupiter Mobile will be launching soon. It's just going through some kind of beta testing, and then this is going to make it a whole lot easier. Remember, the world has a mobile phone. The world does not have a laptop or a computer. So mobile first. It's harder to make, because it's far easier to do everything on a laptop, but it's very important. So this is going to push Solana heavily as well. Cube, I chatted with Bartosz from Cube. Cube is the exchange that I would want everyone on the channel to start using. I haven't done a tutorial on it yet. It's very easy though, and basically it's a centralized exchange where you don't lose your funds. It's just done custodial solutions far more differently. Now, they haven't put out any active tweets here, but this is a technical talk from Bartosz on the isometric blockchain. So they're creating their own blockchain. So their actual exchange works on this blockchain, and then they are launching this blockchain. I think it's pretty cool. Now, exactly what Bartosz did initially, I don't know, but Bartosz and Jordan are Solana devs that were, with the Solana core team from like day one, as far as I'm aware. They were the people that actually built, with a couple of other people as well, the original Candy Machine, which was the mint that DAA DJ Napes used back in 2021. And then that pushed the NFT summer of Solana. And before that, it was just a failed attempt. It was not trustless. So I would bet on people like this. And I did an interview with him, and all my small little interviews, watch them, because at the end, I asked for like one tip. And some of the tips that have been coming out have been absolute gems. In fact, all of them have been absolute gems. I will make a montage of those tips eventually. But for now, watch every single one. Cube, just go to Cube. I've got a referral link. Please use my referral link with that one. And this is, we are early to this. We're not early to centralized exchanges. We are early to this. Firedancer Breakpoint highlights. So we need a second client. This is what's gonna also make Solana absolutely amazing. Firedancer is still in this. Firedancer is still in this, early stage, of course, but it's getting better and better and better. And it has done 1 million transactions per second with 100 different nodes across the world. So not like just locally in one room, speaking to each other 2 meters away. So this is very big, very, very big. And once this actually ships, validators will be able to run both nodes. And if something happens to one, if there's a bug on one, we've got that redundancy with the second one. This chat here between Mert and Anatoly was brilliant. Two big gigabrains, two different styles of humor. Mert's very humorous, and Anatoly's like this brilliant engineering mind. Vice down the bottom here is go build weird stuff. Silicon Valley dream is now global with crypto. The worst thing you can do is nothing. I would add to that, make sure you have build something that people want first. Build weird stuff that people want, not just anything without product market fit. Either way, the bullish nature of Breakpoint for me is so much more significant than Token 2049. Token 2049, when I really kind of looked at it, just seemed like it wasn't a clear direction. I know this is one ecosystem versus multiple, but properly excited. Tensor going open source as well. So that's pretty cool. They're going to be upping their game as big competition to Magic Eden. And go and tune this out as well. Go watch these things. They've been shipping very, very well. Iggy, bit of drama at the party. I didn't go, just too tired. But Ansem and Bitlord got into Ansem's team versus Bitlord, got into a bit of a ruffle or whatever. I don't care for that degen behavior. Either way, this I have no idea if it has product market fit. I probably wouldn't use it, but she's trying weird stuff, right? Weird stuff based on crypto, product market fit. It's a casino where you can actually speak to sexy ass girls and live dealers who are hotties. I really don't think it's actually going to have the major product market fit that she may think, but who knows? Either way, this is working with the parent company of Stake, so this is massive as well, and you'll be able to use your mother token there. Cindy, from one of the co-founders of Drift, they announced a $25 million Series B round with the goal to take them 100x from where they are right now. 100x. I got to be transparent on it's going to be very, very difficult. But either way, they're growing their ecosystem. They're becoming a bit of a mega dApp. So mega dApps are good because you can just trust one source. In some ways, it's going to be a little bit harder because all the smaller players will have a little bit of difficulty. But I've got tutorials on Drift, and I do like Drift. The token's already been priced in, though, in my opinion, because the information was kind of leaked. There's too many people in the know about it, so the run-up already happened. Of course, if you're bullish on this long term, it still has a relatively low market cap. Now, remember, if you just go to Solana Foundation's YouTube channel, you can watch all the live streams. They do live stream from both stages, the right and the left. So if you're not there, you can still tune in. And at the very least, take something, if you've got no time, just try and watch some of these small clips on 2x speed or something like that. And here's my thumbnail face for some reason. Easy. All right, let me just go back to myself. And I'll just see if there's anything else that that I've missed. No, that looks like that. Very excited for a few things happening today, of course. I'll cover as much stuff as I can. I'll put as many of the small little interviews out. But overall, I want to make sure that, nothing's financial advice, but, this hype kind of leads things up. If you're going to be buying into a token now, you may want to consider like a dollar cost average. This is a bit of a hype thing. It can kind of get a little bit less after Breakpoint. But in the near future, very bullish. So that are my thoughts. have a quick look for a couple of minutes at any questions, and then I'll go and start the day. Don't have any questions so early in the morning. Most of the world is sleeping, so that is fine. Early questions is, can you buy it in the US? Is available in Europe and UK? I'm assuming you mean the Solana Mobile. So with the Solana Mobile, how it works is you're buying a token. You're buying access to like a pre-sale. You get an NFT in your wallet. That NFT gets airdropped random things as people want to reward you. You know, they can choose to or not. Like a new meme coin can drop to you, like Moo as an example. They went and did an airdrop to all the pre-orders. Now, that's not going to be super lucrative in my opinion, but you can still buy that. Now that NFT, I guess, it's soul bound, so you can't actually sell it or move it anywhere else. But with that, you know, you would then have to, once it's shipped, pay for shipping and any import taxes. But as far as I'm aware, it'll be available pretty much everywhere. There'll be a couple of countries where it's just too hard to get them to, just customs will block them. But yeah, in general, when it ships next year, mid-2025. So you'll get some sort of small airdrops, you know, like that's my prediction. They could get bigger and bigger as we progress, you know, into next year. And then once you actually get your physical device as a Genesis token, that's once again soul bound. So it means you can't send it to another wallet. And from there, you'll get random airdrops of things. And ideally, like this will be actually a phone that you want to use. And I think that's likely. Anatoly did say, like, you know, the first phone, yeah, it wasn't good. And it wasn't good. That's why I didn't do any tutorials on it. It wasn't good, but it worked out well with the Bonk airdrop and a few other things. That's that. Thanks. Yeah. Where does that leave me with my Solana 2 phone, which is still coming? I think I've just answered that. I think we're pretty clear there. And the last question here is thoughts on Play Solana. So I don't want to hurt anybody's reputation, but I think a project like that needs to put out more information. I can go and speak to them, but this, like, if I look at the lack of information on Play Solana, I would call that a red flag, and like there's too many red flags for me. So that, yeah, I've covered it in the greed lesson, which is not, it's still unlisted. It's just for people that were involved in greed, but you can watch that. I'm not trying to hurt a project, but you want to be transparent. Like everything points to transparency. Otherwise, yes, you degen and it could do well, but I don't think that's gonna. I haven't bought any tokens, and I wouldn't. And the gaming device doesn't look like something that I would be necessarily interested in. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you for some other videos. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure you're checking out some more of my clips that come through. Cheers.